It's almost Halloween time, and these are the scariest places where you can take a first date. Don't do it. Hold on. Now, the first spot is Starbucks coffee spots. This is the ultimate no-no. I've done another video about this, but look at the environment. This date will be short, to the point, and it's probably only going to last maybe 20 to 30 minutes. Reason being is what is synonymous with Starbucks? Work. And what do you want to be doing after you done worked a 40-hour week is think about more work. Unless you love what you do. But with most people that's on the grind, they just see Starbucks as a place to get some damn coffee, go so they can get energy for the rest of their day. So when you take a woman to Starbucks and she sees laptops and she sees people hustling and bustling, the first thing she gonna think about is, let me get the hell up out of here. And with you, that is gonna be projected onto you. So these dates don't last more than 20 to 30 minutes. She's gonna be like, I gotta be out. She won't know why she needs to be out, but it's gonna be a trigger for her. Most women will tell you, oh, there's nothing wrong with a Starbucks date. Oh, there's nothing wrong with a coffee date. But look at all these boring ass people up in here. You don't want to do it. You are playing to the subconscious, not the conscious. You are playing to the limbic brain, not the neocortex. You have to be in a space to be like, this ain't it. You know it's going to be 20 to 30 minutes. You know it's not going to be no romance. It's going to be whack to the whack to the whack to the whack to the whack. Don't ever do Starbucks coffee dates. They don't work. They're going to be like 30 minutes. She going to be out. Next spot. Now, bowling, activities, miniature golf. No, don't do it. Don't do it. The reason why these are bad dates is because it's too friendly. There's not enough sexiness in the room. It's a whole bunch of families, kids running around or whatever. You got to be yelling. You got to put on some stanky ass shoes. You don't want to be in an environment like this if you really trying to holler at a female. There's all kinds of things going on. Noises in the background. You can't tell what she's saying. And then it gets into this whole competitive thing. And you see in the movies, they be like, oh, let me give you the ball and I can touch your shoulder. And that shit don't work in real life. In real life, it's just going to be the outcome of these dates are going to be, you're going to kick it with her till the end of the game. And she's going to be like, I got somewhere to go. I got work in the morning. And she's going to tell her homegirls like, okay, how was the day? Oh, she's going to say it was cool. He was nice. That's the energy you get from dates like this. I don't suggest them. They don't work. They're usually in the daytime. I mean, even if you go to one of them cooler bowling spots, this is more for like a girl you already been kicking it with and y'all trying to find something to do. First dates, don't do it. It's whack. It's whack. It's whack. Don't do it. The energy's going to be about as long as the game permits, then she's going to be out and do some real shit with the dude that she really feeling. So don't do these type of dates. They don't work. Like I said, they cool. They may get you on a second date, but for the most part, it don't step you into another category. Don't do these type of dates. More than likely, a kiss may or may not happen. It's not going to lead to it. Your conversation got to be really, really heavy. And it's hard to do it when people are throwing 1,000,000-pound bowling balls every damn where and kids are running around. Don't do it. This is whack, whack, whack. And now, the movies. The movies is America's pastime. And if you want to get passed up on a date, this is where you take a woman, especially on a first date. Reason being, there is no conversation happening for 2 hours, and conversation rules the nation. And if you are with a woman that doesn't know you, the end of the date is going to happen at the end of this movie. You are better off if the movie is trash. If the movie is trash, at least you can be like, damn, that movie was trash. Let's do something else and kick it. If the movie is good, then she feels satisfied. She's like, well, I saw a good movie. You probably got her something to eat. She's out. And she's connected to that food and Michael B. Jordan. Yo ass is an afterthought. She's just like, I didn't really get to talk to him. I don't really know him. I saw a good movie. She's going to text the next dude, or she's going to be on her way. Movies are absolutely terrible. It's almost like you giving the star of the movie your role and he's playing a position. After that, it's a wrap. Don't take her to the movies on a first date. It is whack. It is trash. She's going to leave right after the movie. You have to do something where you can get your mouthpiece working. Hikes. Now, I live in Los Angeles, and that's all we do is hike. But you don't do them on the first date. Now, fellas, you have to understand, women are going to agree to go on a hike on a first date. Because in theory, it sounds fun. You outside, you're doing your thing. But in practice, it just don't work. Because you look at this hill. You're going all the way up this hill. You're going to be sweaty. She's going to be tired. She's going to be irritated. She hasn't been able to eat for the most part because she probably didn't eat that much because she wanted to do a hike. She's going to be sweaty. She's going to be feeling nasty. By the end of the day, she's going to be like, she's going to give you a high five because, hey, we made it. And then she's going to give you one of these little fake hugs. She's going to give you like, oh, I don't want to touch you because I'm sweaty. And then she's going to be like, all right, let's meet up later. Wasting your time. You could have did that shit yourself. Don't do these type of dates. They whack, they trash. It's just something they will agree to go on them. However, it's going to leave you tired and frustrated. Don't do them. They whack. Formal dates at nice restaurants, expensive restaurants for a first date. Don't do them. Biggest thing is just that the environment plays into the way the woman acts. You may be out with a super freak. She may want to give you that thing that night. You take her to an expensive restaurant. Now she has to play into the role of the environment. Yes, madam. Okay. How are you today? It puts you in that role. I've been in that position before. Years ago, I went on a date. I saw this woman's Instagram. She was popping it like Meg the Stallion. I said, whoo, we got it. I need to go out with that so I could ride that stallion. And I said, all right, best thing for me to do is go take her out to a nice restaurant. And if I didn't take this woman to the nice restaurant and she started acting like Claire Huxtable and Michelle Obama on my ass, I was like, what happened? And the environment changed her energy. She damn near shook my hand at the end of the day. I said, hell to the no. These things make you put you in a space where the woman feels like she has to be formal, super, super unconventionally formal, almost like a job interview. And that's not the energy you want on a first date. You want it to be relaxed. You want it to be chill. You want to kick it. Don't do formal dates. It brings out formal energy from a woman. Now we're getting closer. We're getting closer. A sports bar. Now, a sports bar is a cool spot to take a woman. One, because it's an adult environment, right? She's already going to be relaxed. She's already going to be chilling. More than likely, if she drinks, she's going to be like, all right, cool, I'll take a drink. Now, there's pros and cons to a sports bar. Because the pro is she's going to get turned up. The con is she may get turned up. You may not want to hear that story where she was eating that thing in college and telling you all this, or she doesn't drink that much and she gets buzzed quick and she gets like they get big margaritas and stuff like that. So it's a pro and a con, and she may be a cool female but have a bad night. or the biggest thing, you may be drinking and then you talk yourself out the game because you get too loose. So if you're going to go to a sports bar, you got to do the drinking in moderation. You got to keep it cool. And these type of dates can lead to, okay, let's go to the next spot. She feels cool. She feels comfortable. This, in the scale of 1 to 10, I'd say like, this is a cool little like a bit. You know what I mean? Because she's going to be like, all right, you can talk, you can kind of kick it. She's going to be relaxed. She's going to be cool. And you can get to the next level with the sports bar. I think it's a cool spot, and it's inexpensive. And I think the energy could be right with the sports bar. Plus you can watch the game, and it's a cool little vibe. So, but you have to be careful because these type of days can go far left if the drinking goes too far. Especially for the fellas. Now this is the first date spot right here. A sexy lounge. Now you see, first of all, they pay attention to the lighting, the ambiance, the view, the drinks, the space. Everybody's in their own little space, right? Already the energy's gonna be right. Because these are the type of dates, these are the type of dates where she says, what do you want me to wear? And you could tell her to wear a little sexy cocktail dress. It's going to be cool. It's going to be fly. 2, a lot of sexy lounges, ironically enough, are inexpensive. They got cool little menus because they don't really serve big meals because it's not that spot. It's more about the conversation. It's more about the vibe. So it's like specialty drinks. And it's more about you getting to know. Like these places are built for a vibe to have sexual energy. The music is going to be cool. The people are in position to even get the game for you. So even like the waiters, the waitresses, their energy has to be like, okay, we helping you take this thing to the next level. So out here in LA, there's a lot of little lounges and bars that have this type of vibe. Now, if you're in a small city, you got to find the sexiest spot. Lighting is key. The vibe, it has to be on point. In an environment like this, the conversation is going. So what do you do today? How do you do? I'm telling you my thing. You telling me my thing. Now, subconsciously, she feels like, okay, I'm in one of these little sexy movies. I feel good, especially you coming correct. You got the lineup on point. You smelling good. You looking good. A lot of times the food, like I said, it's gonna be like calamari. She gonna have her little wine. You gonna have your little. The vibe is gonna be crazy. Now the romance is gonna start popping off just a little bit, and now she feels appropriate to take things to the next level. She feels appropriate to be sexual. She feels appropriate to have a nightcap because this is what the vibe tells her. It all just makes sense. It just makes sense. Even when she tells her homegirl, girl, he took me out to this spot. It was sexy. We started drinking. Girl, one thing led to another, but he cool. I mean, I let him hit it, but I don't usually do this and da 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 da. But it was cool. And it's gonna be perfectly fine. And she's still gonna kick it with you. This is what you need. The sexiness, the vibe. This is what brings it out. Not at no bowling alley, not at no Starbucks, not at no hike. This is what does the trigger. And then you progress. You build off that. Because once you take off from here, it's like a spaceship. Once you in space, you cool. You let the jetpack, you chilling. Now once you taking it to this level, you done hit it a couple times, you cool. Now you can be like, let's go to take a hike. Now, you know what I'm saying? We can do the little bowling thing. We can really do, but it needs to start here. It needs to start here. It's surgical, fellas. This is what you need to do. Take them to these type of spots. You gonna be cooling and make sure what you saying is cool. You listening. You really zoning in. This is what's gonna do it. A black man's guide to escape the friend zone. Let's do it.
this shit with Mariah.
Hey, it's Mariah Carey. I'm listening to B Woods, the intelligent, attractive, warm, loving, and caring, just the most magnificent man ever to walk the face of this earth.